All right, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
357 District Court will start its court session for this morning's docket, Friday, April 22nd of 2022. Starting with civil hearing, 2021 DCL 2343, United Fuel Supply et al. Versus RGV Concept et al. Yours, Mr. Clark, or anybody on behalf of them.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry.
All right, let's have some announcements.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jared Clark for the defendants, RGV Concepts.
Okay.
And Ali Wajardo on behalf of Unico.
And we're here this morning, Judge, on a motion for continuance. The basis, the motion was originally filed as opposed, but plaintiffs are agreeing to the motion as well. There's some additional work that has to be done on the file. The parties have exchanged written discovery. They've responded to the written discovery, but party depositions haven't been taken in. We've also been in discussion with getting mediation set on the case. So we're hopeful we can get it settled.
Those are all beautiful concepts, but I need more particulars on those concepts about mediation and your discovery. Where are you on discovery as of today?
So each party, Judge, has exchanged responses. So I've served defendants interrogatories, requests for production, I've served plaintiffs interrogatories and requests for production. They've responded to that. They've served us interrogatories and requests for production as well. We've responded to those, and we've each also served each other our initial disclosures as required under the rules. And so we just need to get party depositions taken. And I think we've even agreed on a mediator. We just need to get some dates with the mediator.
All right. Are you at track 1, track 2, or track 3?
Track 2, Your Honor.
What?
Track 2, Your Honor.
So your deadlines are already gone. You should have had a lot of discovery under track 2, right? All right. Nobody can answer that, but I'm pretty confident that track 2 deadlines have already come and gone. It's how long do you need to complete your discovery, get your depositions, and perhaps attempt a mediation? Tell me how long you need, because if I continue it, I will not continue it again at other parties' behest or agreed. There will be no such monster. So tell me how long you need so I can give you the appropriate time to get your work done. How long do you need?
Well, we need to get ourselves an expert to respond to their expert. I think that will. Okay, so trial right now is originally set for April 25, Judge. I think if we get this reset probably in December, I don't know what the court's availability is though, but if we get this reset for December and get some experts, maybe the expert deadlines could be set for like September, Judge. I think that would be helpful.
I agree, Your Honor. And I apologize, Your Honor. It's actually a track 3.
Oh, so there's a pretrial order in effect?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And have those deadlines, are they looming or have they been gone? Have they been
Some of them, I'm sorry, Judge.
That's all right. What is it?
So some of them are gone. One of them was the expert deadlines. The plaintiff's deadline to designate experts was the 25th of January, but they designated them on February 24, which was our deadline. Of course, our experts were going to be responsive to theirs, which was one of the basis for the continuances. We needed extra time.
Well, that fact militates in your favor.
Right.
If they blew their discovery expert designation, then you have to respond. So
right.
Obviously that militates in your favor for a continuance. So, Ms. Salas, can you give me a date in December that are possible I can try this case? December 2nd for announcements, December 5th for trial. Okay? And you all need to extend your pretrial deadlines accordingly, according to the new trial date.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
Excuse me. Hello?
Yes.
What is all of this? I thought this was just supposed to be about who's gonna pay for the divorce? I didn't know we had lawyers and all this stuff.
Okay, well, can you hold on a second? I don't know who you are. I'm right now discussing another case. The first case I called, I will be right with you, okay?
Oh, okay, okay.
Thank you. All right. Everybody got it? Everybody got it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you December the 2nd for announcements and the 5th for trial if you don't resolve it. Now, let me ask you, with respect to the mediation, do you have an agreed mediator, or should the court go ahead and appoint somebody right now?
I believe we have an agreement.
Yeah, we have an agreement. We've discussed using McAllen Mediation Center, either Scott McLean or Mike Zanka. And we're kind of just going to look at whoever has the better dates.
Well, here's where the problem is, and this is where my experience comes in. I used to use those McAllen Mediation Center, in particular Scott McLean, who was a fellow colleague in my trial days. And I know for a fact that he's a very busy mediator.
Mhm.
So I want you to, both of you, to get on this and start getting the dates well before that, because you might be confronted with that, because I know he's booked up pretty much, because he's hotly sought for, because he's very successful in his mediations. So I will alert you to that fact. You need to get on it right away, because I don't want the trial date to come looming and say, well, we were unable to get an appointment with Scott McLean and whatever. That will not be the basis for a continuance. So if you really want to mediate it, you let me know. If you have an issue with Mr. McLean, I will appoint somebody else to do your mediation.
I appreciate that, Judge. We'll work diligently to get those dates.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
2018 DCL 6418, Eloy Gomez, Ray Eduardo Estival, Mr. Robles, Mr. Hinojosa.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
I don't think Gilbert Hinojosa's on anymore, Judge. I think it's Mr. Lucio, Eddie Lucio.
All right, whatever.
Well, anyway, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, so what's going on?
We just need another trial date, Judge. My client moved out of town and had trouble getting a hold of him. This will be a one-day trial. I'm going to try and convince him to do a bench trial if the other side agrees. But I believe we did file for a jury trial. So we have not mediated it. We don't think mediation will work, but if the court wants us to mediate, we still need to mediate it.
And I agree with what opposing counsel said, Your Honor.
Well, how long do you think you need to do this?
Well, could we have an August or September trial date, Judge?
If I continue it one more time, Mr. Robles, you will have the same bill. I will not continue it for either side. You guys be ready to go, either mediate it, dispose of it, settle it, or try it. So let me have a trial date in August. August what? What? For announcement? Nineteenth of August for announcements, the 22nd for trial.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
2021 DCL 4997, Juan Antonio Gonzalez, Nelda J. Gonzalez, Mr. Gonzalez, and Ms. Montanaro.
Good morning, Judge. This is a case, Judge. I spoke with Ms. Montanaro. It's not going to require mediation or it's going to be a contested, Judge. We just need a little bit more time to finish discovery, Judge. And I honestly believe that we'll have an agreed divorce after this finishing up this discovery, Judge. So we don't need that much time. We had agreed to at least maybe 45 days if the court's inclined to give us that, Judge.
That's a long time.
30 days, Judge?
Time is perspective, you know. But what do y'all need to do? What is the issue in this case?
I sent discovery, Judge, and discovery was due a couple of days ago. I spoke to Mr. Gonzalez and have allowed him an extension for discovery because I understand things come up. So once he returns a discovery, then I need to review it and be able to talk to my client, see if we can make an offer, and then go from there to negotiate.
I
Judge.
understand that. is going to be the issue? Is this a community property dispute? Is it a child visitation dispute or a child support dispute? What is it?
It's basically
Where,
gonna
where
be,
do you
Judge,
see it gravitating to?
it's just gonna be a matter of homestead, the child support. There's not gonna be much, Judge. It's just that these parties originally agreed that the husband would transfer his interest in the property to the wife, and then subsequent to that, he had a change of heart and said, "Hey, I'll give my portion to my kids," and that's where we're at. So, but I don't think it's gonna take that much more to.
I don't think so either. Give me 30 days, Ms. Salas. No, just a hearing, May 27th? Just for hearing? Yes. May 27th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
May we be excused, Judge?
Yes, have a good day.
Thank you,
Likewise.
Judge.
All right, 2022 DCL 1810, Lawrence Joseph Montes, Angie Trevino Montes.
Yes,
Who's Mr. Montes? Where are you?
I'm right up here, sir.
Where is this at?
He's in the courtroom, Judge.
Mr. Montes, I
Yes, sir.
have I have rejected your statement of inability to afford payment and court costs for the simple reason that you did not give me any information on your income, your expenses, the second sheet of this application, which needs to be filled so that I can size up whether you're in fact qualify under our guidelines to waive your court costs. When can you do that?
I can pay it today.
Huh?
I can pay the court costs today, sir.
You what?
I will pay the court costs today.
Well, then you need to make arrangements to go do that.
Yes, yes, sir.
But your inability, I'm not saying, okay, well, it's up to you. You have that choice, pay the court costs yourself or pursue this inability to pay court cost application you filed. If you give me all your employment and all your income and all your expenses, I will be more than glad to review it. If you qualify, I will grant that. So what is it you want to do? You want to go up there and paper the court costs anyway?
Yeah, I'll go pay for the court costs. I know Angie and I want to kind of wrap this up as fast as we can. So I'll
All
pay.
right. Okay, well, then you need to go take care of that. Once you do that, I will be notified that you paid the court cost and there is no issue pending that, and we'll reset this for a hearing. When was this filed?
Last week on the 11th.
Well, you know by having filed this pro se that this has to be on file for at least 2 months before I can I have a hearing for a divorce. So I'm going to go ahead and set for a final divorce in 2 months today.
Oh, yes, sir.
That way you both will know when your date to have this thing finalized. But in the meantime, you take care of this details, taking care of the court cost.
Yes, sir.
Give me the 60 days to have a final hearing on this one. June 16th, Mr. and Mrs. Montes. Ms. Montes, she's having a conversation with somebody else. Ms. Montes.
Sorry, I'm in a doctor's appointment. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, we're gonna reset this for the 60th day when you qualify for a divorce, because the
Okay.
divorce has to be filed on 60 days. What was the date? June what? June 16th. That will be the day that I have set for final divorce. So I'm gonna allow Mr. Montes to take care of what he told me he was gonna take care of, and they'll notify me, and then when the 16th rolls around, you should be ready to go. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Criminal hearing set for this morning, starting with 2021 DCR 2596. That's Jose Armando Garcia, and 2021 DCR 2610.
No, that's a different person.
I'm sorry, Mr. Montanaro. Mr. Montanaro. Mr. Montanaro. Anything from Mr. Montanaro? Ms. Aranda, what do you know about these cases that are Mr. Montanaro's involved in, both Salazar and Garcia, 2021 DCR 2610, Samantha Salazar, and 2021 DCR 2596, Jose Armando Garcia?
Yes, Judge, they're both PTD eligible. I spoke to Mr. Montano yesterday. He just needs some more time to talk to them about the PTD process.
Both of them?
Yes, Judge, they should both be PTDs.
So how long, what are we talking about here?
If we could get a 2-week reset, Judge, I know he just requested discovery yesterday. And so I believe he just needs some time to go over everything with them.
Give me 2 weeks.
His clients aren't even here.
Huh?
The defendant's here.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Jose Armando Garcia. Samantha Salazar. Mr. Rivera.
Yes,
Your Honor.
Yes,
Call both Jose Armando Garcia and Samantha Salazar.
Yes, Your Honor.
(2021) DCR 2752, State of Texas, Daniel Martin Garcia, Mr. Villalobos, Javier. Daniel Martin Garcia. Okay. 2021 DCR 630, Jonathan Anthony Sanchez, Mr. Guerra.
Good morning, Judge.
Right, morning.
Morning, good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I called Jose Garcia and there's no answer.
Okay, you need to call him and you have to call Samantha Salazar.
Yeah, Samantha Salazar, Judge. The attorney's here. Is Ms. Carol Sanchez?
Okay, well, she needs to get on the screen.
Yes, our advisor. She's outside.
I can't hear you. What?
Our advisor. She's outside. She's coming.
Well, I need Samantha Salazar. Is she present?
No, Carol Sanchez is representing Ms. Salazar.
I know, but I need
No,
the defendant.
she's not present, Judge.
All right, well, call out her name and then get Ms. Sanchez on the screen, please.
Okay, can you put on that computer? Can you go on that computer? She's working with the client, Judge.
All right.
Ms. Sanchez.
Okay. Mr. Guerra, we ready to go?
Yes, sir. We're announcing ready. I think you had already given us a date, but
You have April 25th, 22nd. Yes, I will call up a jury for that one.
what I kept insisting that there's supposed to be a video where he's striking the dogs and
well, I'm not going to entertain any last complaints about discovery, Mr. Guerra. I have continued this case like 5 times.
No, I'm not asking to continue. I'm just saying that they keep saying that they already sent it in. I guess I'll go in person this afternoon and see if I can get it because I have not seen it, but that's fine. I'm ready.
Yeah, okay. Well, we will see you then. This is also on 2021 DCR 631. Both of them, State of Texas, Jonathan Anthony Sanchez. We'll see you on Monday for jury selection. Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. All right, 2017 DCR 1970, Jose Onísimo Ramirez, Mr. Hinojosa.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. Let me just polish up what I left behind here on
Yes, sir.
Ms. Sanchez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, thank you.
I called out Samantha Salazar. Is she in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor, she's right here. She's right here, Your Honor.
No. All right, what are we doing with this one? This is an announcement.
This one, I think when we were addressing a motion to substitute, Your Honor, we're taking over for Alfredo Montero.
Okay,
He submitted the agreed motion yesterday.
all right. So when will you be ready to try this?
We're asking for at least 30 days, Your Honor, so we can, 1, get discovery, and 2, then meet with the state about it.
Give me 30 days, Miss. May 13th for announcements, the 18th for trial. Is that right? Why? What is the announcement date? A Wednesday or Thursday or what? Okay, May 13th for announcements, trial for the following Monday. Is that 22nd? Ms. Salas? No, this is a different one. 30 days. May 13th for announcements, May 16th for trial, okay?
Okay, got it, Your Honor. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, Mr. Rivera. Mr. Rivera,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you call out the name of Jose Armando Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor, 3 times and there was no answer.
What does it state?
State asked that habeas be issued, bond be forfeited, bond be set to no bond, and judgment and I be issued in favor of the state.
Shall be granted. Did you call out the name of Daniel Martin Garcia Sanchez?
No, Your Honor.
Call out the name of Daniel Martin Garcia Sanchez, number 7 on the docket.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Is Attorney Jesse Villalobos?
Well, I had called it earlier and neither you nor your client.
I apologize, sir. I was having a hard time logging in. I was a simple
You have
login.
your client with you?
My client, I just gave him the Zoom number, so he's starting to log in also, sir. He'll be logging in the next couple of minutes. I was just speaking with him right now.
We'll hold off.
I apologize, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Backs up everything. That's the problem with that. Okay.
I am very sorry, sir.
We have Mr. Canales. You have a plea. 2018 DCR 1207, State of Texas, Charles Boyd Cortez. Mr. Gonzalez.
Morning,
Michael
Judge.
Gonzalez.
Sorry.
Hello, Judge. Sorry about that.
All right, what are we doing with this one?
Judge, you signed an order on October 25th and then set it for a status about 6 months out. This is the status hearing. We're here to report that we're very satisfied with the order and the access to various things that you've listed in the order. And we just want to close it out and just let him continue on probation.
Huh?
So this is, yeah, Judge, this is
okay. This is what I have. This is what I have.
Yeah.
That's all the allegations against the client. It covers that page. Then hold on, it keeps on going to. No, it looked like it kept going to another page. So you want me to do what?
Judge, this is a post-conviction motion to modify probation terms. We had a very thorough hearing in October regarding whether certain restrictions.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember that? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to. Yeah, this is one-on-one where I met with the gentleman that was in charge of the program, and we went over something regarding.
No.
Wrong
No.
one.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
Which one is this one? Is that
A different one.
This one,
it's not like
Judge,
I only have one.
No, you have 3.
I know.
It's a reoccurring thing, I think, but this one, we filed a motion based on a Supreme Court case called Peckingham that allowed sex offenders to access the internet.
I remember that. I remember reading Peckingham.
Yes, there was a restriction here, and you modified it in order to allow him the possibility of accessing the internet.
For work.
And work, exactly, Judge.
Because he plays in a band or he plays music or something like that.
You're right.
It's coming back to me.
That's it, Judge. And so you set it up for a status just to see how he's doing.
And how? Please tell me that I will be happy about the results. Is everything okay?
Everything's great. He has found employment. He's continuing to play music and DJ.
He doesn't look too happy.
Well, as happy as you can be.
When he crosses his arms like that, I mean, whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I can see.
I could let him speak, Judge, if you want to talk to him directly.
Everything's okay, Judge.
All right. So probation, Ms. Mendoza.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I don't know, but here I am. So, do you share the sentiments that are expressed by Mr. Gonzalez regarding how this case is working out?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Cortez is doing pretty well with probation. As of this date, he has not purchased a smartphone or purchased any device that has access to the internet today, but he is under the understanding that he is required to install remote comm if he does purchase one in the near future.
Okay. All right. Well, then what do we do now?
I think we just close out the motion, Judge. Your order is satisfactory.
That would be, Ms. Aranda, do you have any objection, or Mr. Arriola to doing that?
No, Judge.
All right, then that will be the order. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Thank you, Judge. As always, take care.
Closing the file. No more hearings. All right. 2020 DCR 1887. Miranda Lisset Longoria, Ms. Barbosa.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I'm sorry for your loss, Ms. Barbosa.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
So when do you think you'll be ready to delve back into this?
Your Honor, if I could just have 1 week, the week of May 2nd, I can try this case and get it done. I just need one more week. My mom needs help with the death certificates and the cremation
No, I will
arrangements.
give you as long as you need, Ms. Barbosa. I'm not here I want to make sure that you take care of what you need to take care of personally. You suffered a great loss, you and your mom and your family. So that's why I'm relying on you to give me how long you need, and I will grant it to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think May 2nd, I should be okay. I
May
need to get
2nd?
back to work.
May 2nd? That's the 12th date? All right, May 2nd will work. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Rivera.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Villalobos, I'm sorry, never mind. Mr. Villalobos, is that Mr. Sanchez, Mr. Garcia Sanchez on the screen? Moto G Power?
Yes, sir.
Unmute yourself, Mr. Sanchez. Unmute yourself.
The right button to the left, or I'm sorry,
Yes,
left.
I already asked.
Okay, thank you. All right, what are we doing in this case, Mr. Villalobos?
I spoke with Mrs. Victoria Aranda, I believe, yesterday, and we will be applying for the PTD. I think he says that he's eligible for PTD.
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
All right, so I'll give you May 13th to May 16th. May 13th for announcement, 16th for trial. That's 2 weeks. That's what I gave you in the last one, right? PTD? Ms. Aranda.
Yes, Judge, that is.
Mr. Villalobos?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right. Have a good day.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, works for you, sir.
Okay.
All right. Do I have anything else pending other than the plea?
You have a motion to adjudicate, I think, for Ish.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
And the defendant's in the courtroom and he needs an interpreter, Judge.
We're going to do the motion first, Judge.
Let's get the plea ready before I start anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Canales, is your client there with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Brenda just needs to verify his paperwork.
Okay, Mr. Jose Juan Garibay. Unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did your attorney explain this paperwork to you?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for your attorney?
No, ma'am.
And is this your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right, we're back. Let me go over this. Jose Onísimo Ramirez, Mr. Hinojosa.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. Miss,
Chairman Alejandro.
this is a, is probation on here? Oh, Ms. Herrera, good morning.
Okay.
Esmeralda Herrera for probation, Your Honor.
Good morning. Okay, this is back to fees again, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Same issue we had in December.
El mismo problema que tuvimos en diciembre.
What are we doing here, Ms. Herrera?
¿Qué estamos haciendo aquí, señora Herrera?
Your Honor, Mr. Ramirez claims that he's going to receive some kind of disability check, that he's been approved, and they're going to back pay some money, and with that he'll be able to pay the amount. We have
Su señoría, Su señoría, el señor Ramírez está diciendo que tiene un cheque que se le va a entregar a él de incapacidad y con ese dinero, con ese cheque, va a poder llevar a cabo algún tipo de los pagos que él debe.
Okay.
Has yet to do any payments though, Your Honor. Well, he managed to give $180 thus far, but as of right now, he still has a huge balance.
Tuvo que hacer tuvo un pago que hizo de $180, pero como quiera tiene muchos pagos, es una cantidad fuerte.
When you say he was recently approved for disability benefits, that's been last year in November, right?
Cuando dice usted que le aprobaron beneficios de incapacidad, ¿esto fue como en noviembre?
Diciembre.
¿Diciembre?
Sí.
Yes.
So how much longer does he need to?
¿Cuánto tiempo necesita más?
In speaking to him, Your Honor, what he told me is, and I've got his SSI paperwork here that he brought with him. Looks like he's going to start getting his SSI, but it's a real small amount that he's getting, about $215 per month, the 1st of May.
Su señoría, aquí tengo toda la documentación de SSC, y la cantidad que recibiría serían $215. Realmente es una cantidad pequeña.
What he tells me is that he's also going to be receiving Social Security benefits, not just SSI, and that
También me está diciendo que va a recibir beneficios del Seguro Social, no solamente del SSI.
And that should be an amount what he tells me is he's getting a sum of about $19,000 in about 40 days, Your Honor.
Lo que él me está diciendo es de que le van a dar aproximadamente una cantidad de $19,000 en unos días.
Have you seen that letter that he relies on to say that to you?
¿Ha visto usted esta carta en la que él depende de lo que le está diciendo él a usted? ¿La ha visto usted, señor?
No, Your Honor, I have the SSI stuff, not the Social Security. So I
Tengo
have.
la de la SSI, pero no tengo la del Seguro Social, su señoría.
Well, I would think it would be insightful to see that letter that he's relying on, don't you think?
Yo creo que sería muy importante ver esa carta de la que él está dependiendo, de la que él está diciendo. ¿No cree usted?
It would be, Judge. It would be.
Sí lo sería, su señoría, sí lo sería.
Why don't you take the time to ask him where is that letter and when can he show it to you?
¿Por qué no le pregunta que dónde está esa carta y cuándo se la puede demostrar?
No, esa carta no me la han mandado. Yo hablé con mi trabajadora social. La carta no me la han mandado. Ella fue lo que me dijo que si no llegaba en 3 meses, llegaba en 6.
Permítame. No, I talked to my social worker. That letter, I don't have that letter. They haven't sent me that letter. The social worker told me about this and told me that I would be getting the letter like around in 3 to, if not 3 months, in 6 months.
Y ya faltan 40 días para que llegue a los 6 meses, que es la fecha límite.
And it's 40 days to getting to the 6 months.
Yeah, give me 60 days.
Those are my.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to postpone this case for 60 days, 2 months.
Voy a aplazar este caso por 2 meses.
Perfecto.
Perfect.
Status. Yes. June 22nd.
22 de junio.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Herrera.
Mr. Ramirez, can I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Herrera. This is the state of Texas one versus Jose Juan Garabay, 2020 DCR 1570.
Morning, Judge.
Mr. Garabay, has he been sworn in?
No, not yet.
Raise your right hand, Mr. Garabay.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You can put your hand down.
All right. Is Jose Juan Garabay your true correct name, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All right. You're in front of me because your attorney tells me you wish to plead guilty to certain charges in the indictment. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What is it that you're telling me you did? What are you pleading guilty? What crime?
Third degree felony.
Of?
Intoxication, assault, times 3.
You're pleading guilty to count 1 and count 2 of the indictment, which charges him with what, Mr. Canales?
Intoxication assault, Your Honor.
In both counts?
That is my understanding. I don't have the complete set of plea papers, but yes, Your Honor.
You have the indictment, don't you?
Yeah, yes, I have, they're 3rd degrees, both of them, Judge.
But count 1 and count 2 of the indictment charges him with intoxication assault? Both counts, 1 and 2?
Yes, Your Honor, that's my understanding, Judge. Let me correct, hold on, please.
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
That's
Both
correct?
counts 1 and 2 are intoxication assaults with the vehicle.
Okay, all right. Do you understand that, Mr. Garabay, that counts 1 and count 2 that you're pleading guilty to charge you with intoxication assault?
Yes, sir.
All right, and do you understand that the range of punishment for those 2 counts is confinement in prison for a term of not more than 10 years or less than 2? In addition, I can impose a fine not to exceed $10,000. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
All right, are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, is it necessary to rearraign him, Mr. Canales?
No, Your Honor.
All right, understanding what you're pleading guilty to, Mr. Garabay, understanding what the range of punishment is for those crimes. And now I ask you in cause number 2020 DCR 1570, what is your plea to the charges of intoxication assault as alleged in count 1 and count 2 of the indictment? Guilty or not guilty?
You plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
What did you say?
Guilty.
All right. Are you a citizen of the United States, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty and for no other reason?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty out of any persuasion of fear, hope of pardon, force, threats, or promises of any kind?
He said, may I address my client, Judge?
Mr. Garabay, listen to my question carefully. Are you pleading guilty out of any persuasion of fear, hope of pardon, force, threats, or promises of any kind?
No, sir.
All right. Have you ever been in a mental hospital or treated by a doctor for any mental disorders?
Special ed. I used to be in special ed my whole childhood and like through elementary all the way through high school.
Okay. Well, was this a result of some mental condition you had?
Yes.
Were you prescribed any medication for that condition?
Yes, ADHD.
And are you still under prescription of that medication? Are you still taking it?
No, I'm not, sir.
When is the last time you took it?
When I was in high school.
All right. Are you required to be on it?
No, sir. Once I was 18, I was able to make my own decisions.
All right. Is there anything about your background regarding this condition that in any way, listen to this question, is there anything about that condition that in any way interferes with your ability to understand what you're doing here this morning?
Comprehending the situation makes it a little complicated.
All right. But do you understand what you've done?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Canales, do you find Mr. Garabay competent and able to assist you in all his any defense he may have?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. I was very well aware of his special education classes all from childhood all the way to adult, Judge. But I don't think that impedes his understanding of today's proceedings, for the record. However, I would be asking the court to please ask probation to see if he can be placed on the special needs program.
Well, we'll talk about that subsequently, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Garabay, I want you to understand this and follow this with me carefully. You have pled guilty with a recommended sentence, a sentence that recommends you be placed on probation. What you need to understand about that recommendation, that's been done by your attorney and by the prosecutor. They're recommending this sentence to me. The decision of whether to go along with it or not is totally only up to me. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. If I, for some reason, after further discussion or evaluation, determine that it's not an appropriate sentence, I will reject it. Okay? I will say, no, I cannot sentence you to that, and I will not sentence you to that. If I do that, if I reject it, I will allow you an opportunity to, one, withdraw your plea of guilty, take it back as if you had not declared yourself guilty this morning, and proceed to a jury trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. The flip side of that coin is, if I accept it, if I follow the recommendation like they've been, like you understand it, and like your attorney has recommended, you may not appeal your case without the court's permission, except as to any pretrial motions Mr. Canales may have filed on your behalf prior to today. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to find that you plea of guilt is freely and voluntarily made, and you accomplish stand trial as the state to produce evidence to substantiate the plea.
State offers exhibits 1, 2, and 3 into evidence.
No objection, Your Honor.
Well, admit it. Mr. Garabay, here in my hand, I have a set of documents. They're all documents related to your cases. It's commonly referred to as a plea packet. This plea packet consists of 3 exhibits. Exhibit number 1 is, in your case, is a 8-page document, and on page 6, there's a signature line. There's a signature already on there. Is this, in fact, your signature, Mr. Garabay?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garabay, were you aware that in this documents, when you signed these documents, you were waiving, giving up your constitutional rights to a jury trial, giving up your constitutional right to remain silent, not to incriminate yourself, and giving up your constitutional right to confront your accusers, those people that are saying you committed this crime? Do you understand you're giving up those rights when you signed this document?
Yes.
Is that what you wanted to do, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Further, Mr. Garabay, with respects to exhibits 2 and 3, not 1, but 2 and 3, you're telling me that you have an informal agreement with the prosecution, in this case, that exhibits 2 and 3 are true and correct copies of the original incident reports, arrest reports, lab reports, whatever was done in your case, the reason you're pleading guilty to me this morning. Is that your informal agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. In that case, the court's going to find that you plead guilty is freely and voluntarily made and you accomplish stand trial. The court, I'm sorry. In that case, the court's going to find you have voluntarily and intelligently waived your constitutional and statutory rights, and the evidence offered by the state does substantiate your plea of guilt, and the court accordingly will find you. What is Mr. Garabay's background?
He has a 2019 evading arrest and a 2019 failure to ID.
Mr. Garabay, if I follow this recommendation, you understand that I expect you not to be getting into trouble anymore while you're on probation in my court, right?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand that if you do get into trouble, you're looking at least 5 years in the penitentiary? Do you understand
Yes,
that?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. And do you think you're going to be able to keep your word to me and not get into any trouble while you're on probation in my court?
Yes, sir.
All right. The court hereby will abide by the agreement. It is the order, judgment, decree of this court that you be taken by the sheriff of this county, that you be transferred to the authorized. The court finds you guilty, first of all, of involuntary assault and count charges as charged in count 1 and count 2 of the indictment. And as you pled guilty, the court hereby assesses the following sentences. It is the order, judgment, decree of this court that you be taken by the sheriff of this county, you be transported to the authorized representative Judicial Division, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, where you shall be confined for a period of 5 years on count 1 and 5 years on count 2. However, the court, in deference to the plea agreement, will suspend the imposition of such sentence and place you on probation for 5 years on count 1 and 5 years on count 2. Under the following conditions. Mr. Cortez or Ms. Alvarado.
Defendant will remain arrest-free.
Mr. Garabay, did you hear that very first condition of your probation is that you're not to be arrested again for any reason at all? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And further, do you understand that it doesn't matter to this court whether you're guilty or not of whatever you've been arrested? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. What else, Ms. Alvarado?
Alcohol and drug assessment evaluation,
Yes?
community service hours.
Are we back in function on that one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What do you do, Mr. Garabay,
What do I do?
for a living?
I work night shift at NEC.
What is that?
Select staff, Judge.
And what?
It's select staff, I guess, with like the workforce where they put in workers when they need workers, I guess.
Yeah.
You select staff.
Okay. And
Like
what
when
do you
there's
do?
work, they take them.
What do you do? What do you do there, Mr. Garabay?
I paint and sand parts.
And how often do you work? What are your work hours?
My work hours are from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
All right.
GED, Your Honor, or high school diploma.
Do you have it?
High school diploma.
He has a high school diploma. Well,
Random.
on the community service, I'm gonna give him 25 hours for 5 years. That's not very much, Mr. Garabay. I want you to take some of your free time and share your talents with somebody else, either somewhere where they need help for painting something or whatever. Do you understand that? You will be referred to somewhere you can help by the probation department. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, what else?
Random UAs,
Yes,
breathalyzer,
no,
12 hours DWI,
that is required.
maintain gainful employment.
Yes,
That's it, Your Honor.
all right. Court will give him 180 days to pay the court cost. Please don't come back to see me, Mr. Garabay. I want it back. Next time I see you is when I'm signing your discharge from probation for being successful in the program. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, see you later. Good luck.
Can I be excused, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Your
Thank you.
Honor, can the defendant come into the probation department?
Mr. Garabay, I want you to share with me a phone number where the probation department can find you 24/7. What's your phone number?
956-404-8195.
You got that, Ms. Alvarado?
Yes, Your Honor, but he needs to come in today if he
All right,
can.
you need to go in and report to probation today here in Cameron County. Mr. Canales will tell you, I think he's directly right in front of his office.
Yes, Your Honor. We have a little walkway right through.
Okay, thank you. Have a
Thank you,
good
Judge. May I
day.
be excused?
Yes, sir. Looking good, Mr. Canales. Things are working. He's frozen.